Hi everybody, I'm Professor Emily and today we're going to learn about different types of eggs. An animal that lays eggs is oviparous.
That's right, Emily, they are oviparous, and we have a couple of examples of some animals that lay eggs. You ready? All right, we're going to start with the tiniest egg that we have here today, and I'm going to very carefully lift it up. I needed to put them on some black paper, and I'm going to hold them very close. Can you see those little white circles there? Yes, and can you see that animal that is sitting on the paper with the little white circles? Who knows what this is? Oh, he's sticking here. What do you think? You see him? That's right. That's one of our snails. And here are some of the snail eggs that one of these guys laid in our container. These are just a few. There are about 50 eggs in the clutch that's inside our snail box. So these are our tiniest eggs. So snails are oviparous. All right. So Emily, what's the next animal egg that we are going to look at?
An anole.
And an anole is what kind of animal?
It's a lizard.
It is a lizard. It's not an amphibian. It's a
reptile.
It's a reptile. All right, so can you hold that picture up so they can see what the anoles look like? Good job. So these little guys can be found in Florida, and they are pretty small lizards. So they lay very tiny little eggs. I don't even want to take it out of the box because it's so small. You see that tiny egg right in there? That's the egg of an anole. All right. All right, Emily, so let's look at the next animal. What have you got there?
African leopard tortoise eggs.
We have African leopard tortoise eggs. Now, tortoise eggs are very different from chicken and duck eggs because they have a bit of a leathery feel to them. And we got that right over there. So we have, how many eggs do you see in that box? 1, 2, 3. That's right, 3 African tortoise eggs. So all tortoises and turtles are also oviparous, and their eggs have a softer feel to them. They're not quite as hard as a bird egg is. They're kind of leathery. Think about the big turtles that come out of the sea. The sea turtles, where do they crawl up to lay their eggs? Do you know? Right, they crawl up to the beach and they dig those holes in the beach and they lay all of those eggs, and those baby sea turtles are expected to hatch and then find their way back out to the ocean. It's pretty amazing, right? Our mommies take very good care of us when we come out, right? But animal babies oftentimes have to fend for themselves. That means they have to take care of themselves. All right, Emily, what is the next egg that we have? What animal is that?
A skate.
A skate. And we just learned that a skate is in the same family as what?
Stingray.
A stingray, that's right. They're in the same family, but the skate actually lays eggs. The stingray is viviparous. That means it has its babies alive. And a stingray is bigger than a skate. Now here is the skate's egg right there. It doesn't even look like an egg, does it? Isn't that cool? And this is also known as a mermaid's purse. Do you remember me reading that part in the story? Chickens aren't the only ones. So you can often find these on the beach, a mermaid's purse. All right, what's the next one we have there? What animal is that? What bird is that?
A swan.
That is a swan. That is a swan. Now think about it. Are swans bigger or smaller than ducks? Yes, they are bigger. They're big birds, so they lay a big egg. Look at that. So Emily, very gently rub your finger on that egg. Does it have any texture tiny little,
Yeah.
you feel some little bumps on there? So it's not completely smooth. It's got some little bumps. It's got some texture on there. And look at the color of it. Looks kind of like a stone, doesn't it? So wouldn't this camouflage well in a nest next to a lake or a river? Some animal might think, that's just a rock. I'm not going to eat that. Right? But that is a swan's egg. It's beautiful. All right, Emily, the next and the last one. We saved the biggest one for last. Does anybody recognize this bird? It's a flightless bird from Australia. And there it is, and there's its little baby. It's an emu. Isn't that a cool bird? So the emu's egg, woo, you ready for this? Look at that. You gently rub that and tell me, does that have a smooth or a bumpy texture?
Smooth and bumpy, like it's like plastic.
It feels a little like plastic. So there's some little bumps on here, and look at the color of this egg. Isn't that awesome? And it's big. That's beautiful. Let's compare this egg, this emu egg, to an egg that we would find in the grocery store, very common, and find in our refrigerator. A chicken egg. Look, Henny Penny, here's your egg. Look at the size difference between these eggs. Isn't that amazing? So a lot of people get emu eggs and they like to poke a hole in them, and they don't have a baby, and when they don't have a baby inside, they'll poke a hole and they'll blow all of the insides out, the yolk and everything. And sometimes they color them for Easter and decorate them, or sometimes they just keep them like this because they're so beautiful. So that is our egg collection. And we did not bring a duck egg over because you know where our duck eggs are. They're sitting in the
incubator.
And what are they doing in there, Professor Emily?
Growing.
They are growing. So we're going to keep them in there. But I wanted to share some of these really cool eggs with you. And in a minute, we're going to read a story. So thanks so much for joining us. Thank you again, Professor Emily. Can you say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Wasn't that egg-citing?